Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Letip Live. And today we have a special treat for you. We do our visitations, once a month, and we all go around and visit each other and we learn more about each other's businesses. So today I get to learn more about Carl Shoemaker from ActionCOACH. Welcome, Carl.
Hi, Doug. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good to be here with you.
Great to have you, and great to learn more about you, and for all the people out there to learn more about you.
That's good.
And if you guys have any questions, we want to make this as interactive as possible. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments section and we can answer them live. So let's get this show on the road. And so Carl Shoemaker is with ActionCOACH. He's a business coach. So Carl, why don't we start off with what made you, what you're passionate about?
30,000 foot view of me.
Yeah.
I'm not that different from most action coaches or business coaches, and in general, action coaches in particular, really like the idea of working with business owners so that they can achieve what they're looking to achieve. Just, in general, helping people is my why. I really enjoy the idea of taking some of the experience I have in the ActionCOACH system and tools and applying them in a way with business owners to get them to a breakthrough, to get to the next level, to get to where they're trying to go. Some business owners can get through to where they want to be on their own. Some can't, but everyone can perform better with a coach and get results they need to get faster if they get the expertise of somebody who's been there and done this, and especially who's applying a really savvy business system like ActionCOACH to get the results they need to get.
Nice.
So, in a nutshell, that's kind of like the why.
Mm-hmm.
The what we do is a whole lot dependent upon what they need, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the three kind of main categories when I'm working with a business client, a small business owner in particular, it really tends to have something to do usually with time, team, or money, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's how much time they're putting in for the results they're getting, the team of people they've got working for them, and whether or not they're productive and achieving their objectives, and money, whether it's the financial acumen they have for how to do a budget, how to account for their money, managing what comes in and goes out. Those are kind of the main categories of things that we do. Inside of that, there are a whole lot of specifics. There are a whole lot of details. So we get engaged in whatever it is that the client needs, and we follow systems. One of the key things we talk about is the 6 steps to a better business. It's a framework for how we work with clients to zero in on what they're looking for and what they need, and get them to the point where they can experience that growth of their business and really reduce the amount of stress that they're undergoing, which is something oftentimes underlooked. Small business owners, some of it may be self-inflicted, but they're under an enormous amount of pressure, and they're challenged with making decisions. This is my experience they're challenged with making decisions, and a lot of time they don't have the data they need to analyze to make a good decision quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're under stress to make a decision, you go with that good old gut feel, or the warm, fuzzy feeling you get in your tummy when you're making a decision about something. That's not the best way to go about it. So those are some of the things that we help business owners with. And I do that, and I do some executive coaching too. So business coaching is much more focused on the small business owner, and executive coaching is much more focused on an executive member of a team and their own management, personal growth, development. It tends to be executive coaching is for larger businesses, where the development of a team of people is super critical. Look, a team is critical no matter what your business is. If you're a business owner and your team's not productive, guess what? They're not serving your customers or clients well. They're not taking care of the business the way they need to, which means ultimately too much falls back on your shoulders.
So a lot of business owners, I'm sure, are, quote unquote, probably a little stubborn and, stuck in their ways and beat their head against the wall, doing the same thing over and over again.
What makes you think that?
But if you were, what are some like red flags if you're a business owner? What are some key indicators that would I need? You like that?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it warms my heart.
Right?
Key performance indicators.
Yes. What are some key performance indicators? I got that from Carl. So me and Carl talk a lot, and Carl coaches me as well. What are some key indicators, performance indicators, that a business owner could see that, you know what, I need to talk to Carl. I need a business coach.
Everybody should be talking to a business coach. It's one of the things that I would say this to any business owner out there. Pick up the phone and call. There's no cost or obligation to call and have a consultation. In fact, we'll give any business owner who's interested in a complimentary coaching session so they can learn more about what it's all about. The key performance indicators, in fact, one of the best formulas you're ever going to learn about business is the 5 ways. And in fact, if you call me up and ask me for it, I'll send you the Action Coach 5 ways PDF, a 5 ways handout that explains the 5 ways, which is essentially the 5 leading indicators that you really need to focus on in your business. Because every business owner, if I asked every business owner out there, would you like more sales? Yeah, of course. Would you like more customers? Oh, yeah, of course I do. Would you like more profit? The most important of all, right? Would you like more profit? Well, yeah, of course I want more profit. Those are the results, right? You can't look at the end game only and neglect the leading indicators. You can't neglect everything that goes into it, which is why we focus on the 5 ways. The number of leads you have in your business, which is the number of people interested in your business, the conversion rate of all the people interested. How many of them do you can turn into actually paying customers? The number of transactions you get out of each paying customer over the course of a year, and the average dollar transaction value, right? You multiply these things out, you get to your sales revenue. Multiply that by your margin, and guess what you've got? Your profit. So you can't just focus on the results. You have to focus on what leads to those results. That's where you need to spend your time. That's where your team needs to be focused. And if you're a savvy business owner, or better yet, if you engage with a business coach, those are some of the things that they're going to steer you into. And so that Action Coach 5 ways is just about the most important formula you could ever learn with regard to how to run a business and how to get the results you need to do it. It's the key to understanding, is your marketing effective, right? So you can burn through a whole lot of leads, and if you're not converting them, well, you get the most expensive thing is getting good leads, right? If you're not converting them, you're burning through them. That's money down the drain. And make an effective marketing plan, effective sales process, you turn those leads into paying customers. And then once you've got that, you've got hopefully raving fans. And then those raving fans can be referral sources, can be follow-on customers, can be add-on sales, can help you get your average transaction value up, to get repeat business. But that's the key. These are the starting
testimonial
points.
Videos.
Testimonial videos. Absolutely. If you don't measure what you're doing in your business, there's no way you can manage it. Right. So these are the key things you have to be measuring so that you know you're effectively spending your money. Right. So now, I kind of also break clients down into 2 different categories sometimes too. And it's kind of my own. Sometimes they don't know where the next customer or client is coming from, but sometimes they've got so much business, they just don't know how to handle it. That's a different kind of challenge. It's not a problem, it's a challenge, right? That's where we need to do a different set of strategies, right? So you're obviously getting lots of business, you're in demand, whatever's working, but you might not be getting to keep some of the money. It comes in, it goes out again. Maybe your team's not effective. So it brings us to a whole different set of things to work on and to focus on. the whole first part of when we work with a client is understanding where it is. What's the challenge, right? Are you looking to grow your business with more clients, more customers first because you just don't have enough business? Or have you got a lot of business, but you're not getting to keep any money at the end of the day? And either way, there's tons of things in our system that we can use to help address those challenges. And seizing those opportunities, that's the key. At the end of the day, what a coach is going to help you do is get results, but get them faster than you might otherwise be able to.
Yeah. And so, like, what would be some common mistakes or struggles a business owner has that you've seen that we can talk about right now that we can help them identify them quicker? What are some common things, common mistakes, hurdles, hiccups that a business owner faces that we can shine some light on?
Sure. Just being too quick to sign up for every program down the pike without testing and measuring what works and what doesn't work. Not knowing, for example, what the lifetime value of a client or customer is. Making sure your business model works. You don't want to charge downhill at high speed towards a business model that isn't working. Fix it first before you start throwing a lot of money at a marketing plan or marketing program. Being really 100% involved and inclusive with your team, making sure they get trained. If they're not effective, address it quickly. Probably one of the earliest things that we work on is vision statement. What is your vision? Why are you doing this? What's your reason for being in business? What's your mission? What kind of culture are you developing in your business? If you set the culture, people can join you on that journey. If they don't know your vision, your mission, and your culture when they join you, guess what they'll do? They'll establish their own. So there's a handful of things. There are others too, but those are kind of a good starting point. One of the challenges that I find with a lot of small businesses is they hit a limit, right? The business owner tends to be, in a lot of cases, not always, but tends to be the rainmaker. And they tend to be the sales person. And they basically hit an upper limit on how much selling they can do. And when they hit that upper limit on how much selling they can do, guess what? That's it. So many hours in a day, unless they've developed a sales process, trained people on how to sell for them, then they're going to hit that upper limit and not be able to grow the business. That's fundamental for a lot of things, including the growth and ultimately the value of their business. There are a lot of professionals out there, right? They're attorneys, they're CPAs, various different kind of bookkeeping services, lots of different things. They'll help you, right? They'll help you. An attorney might keep you out of jail. The accountant may keep you out of trouble with the IRS. One of the big differences with a business coach is, while they're going to help work with you on all of these different things to grow your business, they're probably only one of the professionals with a seat at that table with a business owner who's going to focus on what's the value of your business. What's your exit strategy? How do you take the sweat equity out of your business? If you've grown something, you don't want to just get to a certain point and say, well, that's it, I'm done. And I'm just going to fold up tent and go home. No, you want that business. That's one of the questions I asked. You want this business to continue on after you decide you don't want to do it anymore. And the answer in most cases is yes, but they haven't given much thought to how. That's a key part. I don't know of very many other of the support that businesses get where they ask them about the value of their business. The business brokers may, in fact, sometimes I work with business brokers, because if they are challenged with selling a business for somebody and that business isn't sellable, then they'll turn to a business coach and say, come in and help this business out for a while so they can get this thing to a position where it's going to be easier for us to sell it for that business owner. So
essentially you're trying to build a machine and has processes and strategy and plans to, so it's not all relying on you as the business owner.
A commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. That's the goal.
Yeah.
A commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. When you get to that point, you're finished, right? Finished can mean a whole lot of different things. It means you can put in a general manager. It means you can recapitalize. It means you can sell. It means you can do a whole lot of things. Move on to do something else. Take a passive income, lots of things. But that's what gives you the freedom to do those things. You're building a profitable enterprise that can work even if you're not there. A lot of small business owners, if you ask them a question, could you go away for a month and know that everything would be just as good or better when you came back? And they get a glassy look because they don't see that as a possibility. And it should be. It should be one of the things that they do.
Which means my favorite quote of yours, which means you're not really running the business. You have a
job.
There you go.
You're not running the business. The business is running you.
Yeah.
You didn't buy yourself a business. You bought yourself a job. You don't really want a job. You really want a business. So you want a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. In order to do that, and it's doable, in order to do that, there are a whole lot of things that you have to do to get yourself positioned in order to be able to do that. So, I think it's conceivable if you put the strategies in place, if you connect with somebody like an action coach, business coach, investigate the possibilities and find out if it can work for you. I don't coach everybody that I meet with because frankly, every business owner is different. When I talk to someone, I've got to see myself working with them. I've got to understand that they're coachable. They've got to be willing to do some of the tough work it takes to get where they need to be. And I've got to be able to see that what I bring to the table will get them results quickly.
Awesome. Great stuff. We're going to dive in a minute. You as a person, your personal. Before we leave your expertise as a coach, is there any tips or tricks that you'd like to share with anybody? Or maybe a little tip. Maybe
besides call a business coach and talk to them. Call somebody to just investigate what it is. What a lot of business coaches, I do this too, and hopefully as the pandemic winds down, we hope we'll be getting back into face-to-face meetings. I really love the idea of doing live workshops. Zoom is great. I use Zoom every single day for coaching. It's a powerful tool for that. But in terms of getting that interactive opportunity to meet people and get them a chance to understand it, there's nothing like getting together face-to-face. So hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll be able to do that. There's read a book, read a lot of books. I just was coaching somebody a little while ago. We were kind of discussing a bunch of key books to read. And there's so many great books out there. Obviously, Brad Sugars is founder of Action Coach, has written a bunch of books. Get yourself a copy. Brad Sugars, Amazon. Call me up. I may have a copy for you.
Awesome.
Actually, I've got a couple of white papers that are really handy tips to understand your numbers. Anybody who wants to, I will send them a PDF or white paper on the 5 ways. And you can try to use it on your own. That's a neat little 5 or 6 page explanation with a sample, with a form to fill out, with a bunch of strategies. It's pretty darn close to 500 strategies on it, and a list that you can peruse through to work on the 5 ways. So I'll send anybody that would like to. When I do my workshops, I explain these tools, among other things too. Then people can take these strategies and go use them. Can you do it on your own? Yeah, maybe. Typically, the answer is not as fast or as well as you could do it with a coach. But I'd much rather somebody give me a call and ask for something and let them give it a shot, give it a try, than not to do anything. If you do nothing at all, you can't be any better off than you are now. So tips and tricks, do things differently. All right. If you're not satisfied with your results now, try something different. Being coached might just be the answer to get you to where you need to be.
Absolutely. And just having another set of eyes and another perspective could also, be a huge help. What's the best phone number if someone wants to get in contact with you, Carl? What phone number should we put up?
201 300-6535.
So there you guys go. There is Carl's number. If you guys want to get the 5 ways tips, business tips, coaching, definitely hit up Carl.
Or just to chat.
Just to
to
chat.
ask a couple questions, just to understand what's going on. How about putting my email address out there?
Absolutely.
Carl Shoemaker at ActionCOACH.com.
ActionCOACH.com.
Mm-hmm. Your typing skills are excellent.
Thank you.
I'm out there on Facebook. I'm out there on LinkedIn. I've got a website, all these things. But if you're serious about your business or just learning a little bit more, pick up the phone. If you don't want to pick up the phone, send an email. I'll get back to you. I'm more than happy to give some of my time out to be able to see if there's something we can do that can make a difference in your life. That's really about your life. I always tell people I'm a business coach, but of course you're not in business, just for the sake of business. You're in the business to have the life you're looking to have. And that's one of the key reasons why we don't neglect the value of your business. Otherwise, guess what? It's just a job.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the way it should be.
Absolutely.
You're taking the risk. You're a business owner. You're taking a lot of risk.
Mm-hmm.
You're investing a lot of time and effort, money too, to build something. Make sure you have a methodology to get your investment back, which includes your blood, sweat, and tears.
Absolutely. So, Carl, let's dive a little bit deeper. You are the vice president of our group. Thank you for your service as our VP over here of Letip at Hackensack. Give me a little bit of, your experience of Letip and how long you've been in it, and then what you feel about it, and if what's your experience with Letip?
Well, I mean, I could say all the things. First of all, I have the really distinct privilege of being the VP of Letip of Hackensack. It's in my mind, and put my business coach hat on for just a second again. When I finished up my business coach training and I came back and I went and looked at a lot of different networking groups, because networking is a strategy that every business owner should be taking advantage of. You've got to talk to more people. You're a business owner, talk to more people. It's one of the keys. You can't sit in your office and expect things to come flying your way. You have to go out there and talk to people. So networking is a key strategy. What I did was I visited all the different networking groups, all of them in the area. And I decided I had to have a group that had high energy, had the right mix of people, meaning they were just anxious to help one another. That's why we say it's like a family. It's like a second family. The people who care about one another, who will be there every week and listen and learn and be the outside sales team for everybody. And we've got a really great group of people. First of all, I think we've got 64 members right now. We have maintained or grown throughout this whole COVID. We never missed a beat. I think we missed one meeting as we got our virtual meetings set up.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't missed a meeting since then. The Zoom version of the meeting has been incredible success for us. We're really anxious to get back into meeting face to face, and we're going to phase our way back into that. But what is Letip to mean? It means all those things that they say it means. It's a second family. It gives you real income, but gives you a kind of psychic income too, of being able to help other people and work together with them and have them help you. We've done some of the members have been incredibly proactive in terms of charitable giving and work during this entire pandemic. Support one another's when people have had losses in their personal lives or family, deaths in a family, and people have been really supportive of one another. It's just been an incredible experience. That's in a nutshell. So if you're out there and you're a business owner and you're not in a networking group, do yourself a favor. Letip, website's out there. Look for it, find a chapter near you. Find a chapter you can belong to. I'm more than happy to connect you with some people or point you in the way to some chapters. If you want to give me a call on the number that we put up here before. It's absolutely one of the key strategies, or lots of strategies you should be doing to get yourself out there. Don't neglect this one. Networking is absolutely a key.
Awesome. Great stuff. Going in a little bit of different direction. Any hobbies? Any interests? Anything you like to do?
I have spent as much time as I can with my family. I have 3 kids, or my kids are all grown and out of the house, and 3 granddaughters, and they're absolutely a joy to be 3 really different personalities, and I love to be around them. I'm a very avid kind of do-it-yourself guy. I love to work with wood, finishing and refinishing furniture and things like that. I've been known to be able to fix or build just about anything. And I really kind of enjoy that. Not really a big fan of the heat we've got going on in here in New Jersey right now. But no, I do those kind of things. I spend as much time as I can whenever we can. Not big on travel right now, because in my past lives I spent an awful lot of time in airports, an awful lot of time at 35,000 feet, traveling around the world, and that can get old very quickly. But I love to go away for various weekends and do things with the family. So it's kind of it in a nutshell. So
nice. Anything interesting? Do you guys go fishing?
No. Just getting together with the friends and family, and again, I'm a much more of a practical kind of guy than I am a vacation guy. But we love to eat some good food and have a good drink once in a while, and have a party, a barbecue in the good weather, or all the different holidays, get everybody together. Those are the kind of things I really enjoy doing.
Awesome. How about a favorite movie or TV show?
I'm a real big fan of old movies. I love old movies, and have some great favorites movies out there. It's a completely different world than your CGI movies of today. I'm a big fan of Humphrey Bogart and Spencer Tracy and Cary Grant, and Audrey Hepburn, Katharine Hepburn, old-time movie stars who were actors, right? Who really weren't relying on computer-generated special effects, but were telling really great stories. That probably resonates with me because, business coaches love to tell stories, because stories are good ways for people to learn. You don't want to just throw processes and numbers and formulas and things at people. You want them to understand the formula way that they can get where they need to go.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Beyond just learning the numbers. Learn what the stories can help you learn something. So
yes, absolutely, and that's what we do too. Here we try to develop content that tells a story. No one just wants the numbers right in front of their face. Sports. Do you like any sports? Anything you?
I love college basketball.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of March Madness. It's just a great time. I just think that's a case of a bunch of kids playing their hearts out for their team and their school, and that tournament's a great tournament. That's just a tournament, but college basketball. And so I'm a baseball fan. I'm a Yankee fan too. Those are probably the 2 sports I like the best.
Awesome. I want to remind you guys that we are live, and if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments section. We'll answer them live. Our live studio audience. Does anyone have a question you like to ask Carl? Don't all ask at once.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Didn't mean to wake you guys.
Anything coming up? Anything that we should know about?
Oh, you should. Everybody should check my my website. Look for the events I've got coming up. Getting back into a schedule of live workshops, and I'm going to continue doing the webinars. And I've got a bunch of recordings out there. that people can see. But I'm just much happier to just start out with a phone conversation to let people understand what it is we do. I think the key there is just to say there's resources out there that a lot of people just don't understand. They don't realize they're out there, and business coaching is growing leaps and bounds. But it's always been much more popular in other parts of the world than it has been in the States. Growth is phenomenal now. Action Coach has got a real leg up on a lot of the other coaching firms because they've been around a long time, and they've really got a system down and a lot of powerful tools. I can't even tell you how many different programs there are. We can create a program for just about anybody.
Nice.
For virtually anything that people need. So
awesome. Speaking of events, if you would like to meet Carl, July 21st, we're doing a Back to the USA, Back to Business event, and Carl will be there. And we also want to thank, there's a lot of Letip members that are going to be there showcasing their business. So thank you guys. But that's July 21st. Any questions about that, feel free to contact me if you're interested to showcase your business. What else we got?
Wow, let's just talk about how many are going to be there. So Action Coach Carl Shoemaker is going to be there.
Yes, we got Carl.
I understood Ross Electric, Tom Robbins.
Yes,
is going to be
Tom
there.
Robbins, Anne Marie
Cassar
with skincare
line,
Allied construction and roofing.
Pema
Yes,
Sherpa.
yes,
All right,
Pema.
good.
Matt Libyan.
All right, excellent.
Here we're getting dangerous. I don't want to forget anybody. Tina and Ken Lighting.
Ken Lighting and Tina Lighting.
VoiceCom Plus. Who am I forgetting? There's more. Oh, Dr. Pine.
Dr.
Pine.
Best chiropractor in New Jersey.
Really putting me on the spot, Carl. Wasn't planning on listening.
You better not.
I'll
have to record this again if you miss somebody.
Right. The clipboard's outside.
How about Bond Street?
Bond Street, yes, Craig. I'm going to see Craig tomorrow morning to confirm it, but I believe he put it on the calendar.
Well, we just committed.
We just converted him. Now he's got to come. No, he came to the last one. He sent some guys over as well to help out. It was great. Who else? I don't want to forget anybody.
Well, you better write it down.
It's written. It's on my clipboard outside. I think that's everybody.
Well, if somebody
Edna
else
was about to come, but she's coming back from Vegas that night, so she might not be able to make it.
That would be great for Edna if she could make it. That'd be great.
Oh, Elaine from the foot podiatrist.
Yes.
Is it? I don't want to mess
Jersey
it up.
Foot and
Ankle Center. New Jersey Foot and Ankle Center. There you go.
Let's get the name right.
Yep.
We can look it up. Yeah. Anyway, it's out there, right? The event is out there.
The event is out there. So with the event, there's actually tickets you can get on Facebook. There's a Facebook page. You can get tickets. And you can also get them on Eventbrite. And the kicker is the sooner you get them, the cheaper they are. So today was the first day for the early bird special. We had a super early bird special. We had a super early bird promo, but now those are over, and now we're at the early bird special. So the sooner you get your tickets, the cheaper it will be.
So what are they looking for? If they want to go on Eventbrite, they're looking for
Back to the USA.
Back to the USA.
Yes, I'll even show you
we'll show it to us.
Yeah, we'll show it to you. So if you go on Eventbrite and type in Back to the USA, you will see, let's see here. 1 second. Bear with me. I'm sorry. Back to. Come on, Doug. Nope, that's not it either. Come on. I just had it here. But anyway, while I'm doing this, the tickets is all you can eat.
I didn't mean to stump you.
I know, it's all good. That's twice in a row, Carl. The tickets are all you can eat, all you can drink. And this is what if you type in Eventbrite, this is what you'll see as the picture image, if you will. One of my favorite movies is Back to the Future. So if you look very closely, that's my face on Marty McFly's body jumping into the DeLorean. And in fact, someone who owns a DeLorean and travels around and does it for show contacted me. So there's a very good chance we'll have a DeLorean at the event you could take a picture in front of.
Excellent.
Yeah. Great Scott networking is back, and it's it's just a nice way to we're back in business, back to some kind of normal and we can get together.
So go on Eventbrite,
Yes.
look for Back to the USA, or
And-
go on Facebook. Again,
Yes.
look for Back to the USA.
Or you could follow, or you could check out Doug Freidman or Undefeated Media, and it's posted on both of those places. You could check out. And if you have any issues, have any problem finding it, just contact me, DM me at Doug Freidman, and I'll help you out.
Excellent.
No problem.
Looking forward to it, getting back, talking to people, getting in face to face.
Right?
Good. It's
Yeah.
about time.
So thanks to all the Letip members who are getting involved and doing this with us. You know, it's great that we can all come together and do these kind of events together and get back into the swing of things. So there's an event that you guys can check out.
Gee, so other chapters around the rest of the world ought to think about maybe contacting you and saying, let's model off of what you just did. They should all reach out. So if you're in a Letip chapter somewhere else in the world, get a hold of Doug and say, look, help us share with us what you did.
Yeah.
A great event.
And I work with Letip International. So we've been in talks of like putting this blueprint out for them as well. I actually have a meeting with Kim Marie, the CEO of Letip International, in about 20 minutes. But yeah, I mean, this is something that we kind of put out there and put a blueprint out, and you guys can take as you wish and use it to your guys' advantage in your area. But other than that, Carl, anything else you'd like to share?
No, thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Good seeing you guys. Thank you to our studio audience here.
Awesome.
And thanks, Doug, and Undefeated Media. And folks, if you're a business owner and all you want to do is learn more about it, just give us a shout.
Oh, yeah. Let's put that up again one more last time. So if you're trying to get in contact with Carl, here's his email right there. And if you'd like to give him a call, here is his phone number. So please, and I'm telling you, I work with Carl. Carl is the best. He's one of my favorite members in Letip, and he's very knowledgeable, and he's helped my business grow, and I'm sure he can do it for you as well. So definitely contact Carl. Carl, thank you for taking time to come in the studio. Thank you guys for watching Letip Live for our Letip visitation with Carl Shoemaker, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.